Anupam, at this point of time, let us come back to our song.
Okay.
Please play
So I play a very old Salil Chaudhary number. It has got both Bengali version and Hindi version.
Okay, sure. It was awesome. I really got carried away. And the guitar was nice too.
Yes.
Too nice.
Guitar, very good.
Yeah. So I think we also see the emphasis on playing the whole song, as you were saying, that you played the vocal lines as well as the music parts, and that helps you grow as an instrument player.
Yeah, of course.
Because you also need to understand the perspective of the other
one more thing,
instruments.
then you will learn to play in octave, because the music in a different style and the song line in a different type. So you develop yourself also.
And I think this particular thing is also inherent in the Bengal harmonica players more, because they tend to over the years.
Because here, most of us play with live orchestra, not with the tracks. And in live orchestra, you give the scale, they manage. Here, actually, I am given the scale and I have to manage. It is the reverse process. So in Bengal, rather, the practice is much more, I think. At least I teach everything. Sukanto teaches everything. You go through any notation of Sukanto, you will see Shotto, all the whole song, we try to teach everything.
Anupam, we know that probably in 1995 or around that time, you got an opportunity to record with the great V. Balsara, right?
Yeah.
So if you could share us some of your experiences, some stories from that.
It was also, V. Balsara was a giant then, to me at least. So he told me that come for a rehearsal at 10 o'clock at my house. So I reached right at 10. Because actually I came 5-7 minutes early, then I had a cigarette and tea somewhere, then I go. He said, why you come at 10? At least you should come at 10:30, otherwise you won't be a player. Come for 30 minutes late. That is the practice of Bengal. You came at 10 o'clock, oh, you will never be a good player. So he said, okay, then I was playing, he was rehearsing, I rehearsed about half an hour, he said everything is okay, we'll meet in the studio. Then again in the studio, I said that I don't know how to record, I had no experience, no exposure, anything. he said, okay, you don't have to know anything. The last beat, the music will go. I will give you 1, 2, 3, and you know what to catch it. So I was in a room with that headphones on, and this person was all artists were in different rooms. So again, he was giving 3 and I was playing. He said that what to record first. I said Milanda's notation is there. Sohag chance, so I will play that because I was feeling confident with Milanda's notation. So he said, okay, play. And I played. Everything was finished. He went back to his room and said, okay, this is done. Then he told that that's why I tell, if you are from a good school, he will manage everything nice way. Milan was a nice fellow. He taught you nicely, so you could manage your first recording without any failure. So I was very satisfied. And he was a very sincere person. There was one song where the awaj of this song, the sound of this rowing.
Okay.
I never knew how they did it. But he, after the recording, he told one person, bring 1 bucket of water. He was putting that water on chick. And he was making that rhythm with his headphones on. And he said he did it personally. And if you go through that record, Papur Bala, that had that in the beginning also, the rowing, the chick. Then and in the ending also. It was a great experience, really. And he's such a nice person. He told me 2 things. He again told me that now, with the technology, people have started recording 1 line at a time. That is bad. If you don't record the whole song at a time, it will be a cut too much jerky, and people won't like it. Don't practice it. You practice the whole song, play the whole song. If there is a jerk, okay, we'll cut it. But not that 1 line, then 1 line, then 1 line. This cannot be a recording. So many people does it. I don't do it. And I play the whole song at a time.
And that also forces you to practice more at home.
Sure.
Practice more at home. Because you're not used to that. I will play for 1 minute, then I'll get a break. So I'm good.
That's good. I somehow manage 1 line, not that. You have to play a whole song. You have to understand the interludes, preludes, where to leave, where to go.
Right. So, Anupam, we also know that probably around 2005, you were there. You were playing at the Bongo Sanskriti Sammelan. If I'm not wrong, in the USA.
Yeah.
So how did that came about?
Actually, that came after my record came out from HMB.
Okay.
That is a good thing that HMB is a big company. The record goes outside, so some people listen to it, and they through HMB contacted me.
Okay.
So I went there and I played all Bengali numbers.
Okay.
And the thing there is quite different. They won't give you that reverb, this thing, that thing. No, it is always inbuilt. The system is like that. You play normal, and they will play that one remote control box in front of you for your listening. And I was playing with tracks. So when I was playing Jibone Ki Pabona, so many USA people, I mean the guard and those people, I mean black and white people, they came and started dancing on stage, and it was a great enjoyment. And I can remember that the report of that Bongo Sanskriti in Anandabazar only had 2-3 lines, but they had 1 line for me. That Anupam Pal made everybody dance in USA. So that was 1 line for me also. So it was a grand experience. And I had only 1 program, then they requested me for another program. So one day when they were having their lunch, I had another program so I had 2 programs, and all with tracks. I took some 10-15 tracks with me, and I'm grateful to HMB. HMB gave me those things, a contract that I will actually I should not give it to others, and I never gave it to others. So I played with, and it was a great experience. Then I got some programs from other Indian community also. So I was there for 3-4 weeks. Then I came back.
That was Anupam. Let me now ask you about your association to this stalwart that we know, Shri Porimal Dasgupta. You have already mentioned some things about him.
Actually, Porimalda was a much bigger musical personality than a harmonica player. He was a big arranger, and he was one of the persons who learned arrangement and other things theoretically from London School of Music.
Yes.
He was a very great guy. And he was playing keyboard, he was playing guitar. So he was playing harmonica, definitely. He used to teach harmonica, he used to play harmonica, and he will get a few recordings where Milanda, Porimalda, and in one recording Kajalda even.
Okay.
That famous song, Ato Shur or Ato Gan by Shubir Sen. Porimalda arranged it in a way that 3 harmonica were used.
Okay.
And those 3 were played by Milanda, Porimalda Dasgupta and Kajal. So, he was not only a harmonica player, I must say,
certainly.
but he definitely, his attitude helped us to develop a scientific attitude towards harmonica in Bengal. Bengal is advanced in many ways because Porimalda was here. Because, Milanda is a self-taught person. She never knew what is what. He never started with a notation like that. I have seen with him very old harmonica, diaries where he wrote 5, draw, 4, blow like that. Songs. Yeah. Because he never knew. He learned it afterwards. And he learned it in a great way, that he was playing in Bombay, in here, all the industry. But he was a self-taught person. Porimalda brought here some knowledge that were acquired by the Western world through years, and he gave it to us.
He propagated it to us.
Yeah. So it had its own impact on his students, among everybody. Even nowadays, we also like octave playing. I never used to call it octave playing. Milanda used to say double.
Double stops.
Double bajate. Doubling kurde. Like doubling, I mean 2 at a time. So we never knew that it has a musical name, like your term for it, octave playing. So all this has developed definitely Bengal's harmonic. He was a great person, and he was a long time teacher in the school, Bani Chakra, and he has produced a great number of students.
Right.
Those who are leading Bengal scene today.
Luminous students.
And of course, Vishwajit is there, then Shukanta is there, and Kajulda is there. Kajulda is, of course, student of Milanda also. Shukanta also had his early days with Milanda, but basically then Milanda died and he went to Porimalda, and he had his training basically from here. So now he has produced so many students. He has proved beyond doubt that he is by far the best teacher in harmonic. No doubt about it. Because you can make 1 student by fluke. You cannot make 3, 4, 5 students of all India standard, the best ones, by fluke. So definitely he has learnt it from Porimalda, and he has implemented it. So actually, though he is junior to me, I had a great respect for him.
And these people are in fact carrying the torch that was earned from Porimalda.
Yeah, and Porimalda used to arrange also for Calcutta choir.
Calcutta choir.
Yeah. So because in India this thing of mass song in different scale with harmonization and all, there are very few experts like Salil Chaudhary, Porimalda, Bimal Sara, 3 people who used to organize this thing. Porimalda was one of them. He had a lot of songs for Calcutta.
In fact, much of his success was actually from being an arranger in the Bengali film industry.
Because he has learned how to arrange. Even in Bengal, I say, people used to compose the song only.
And not the peripherals.
No. Peripherals would naturally, it needs something more than composing art. You can do it from your heart, compose a song. But other than this, needs a lot of musical
knowledge
accompaniments,
and sense.
Yeah.
In fact,
How the bass will go, how the harmonization will go, where it will go, where the it will go from tabla to triple combo, well it will come back, when it will go both violin and flute, where it will be singly full flute, where it will be singly hand. A lot of things you have to know, and you have to you have to visualize how it will listen.
In fact, let me share at this point of time, when I was learning with him, there was a particular day when he had an interview in a particular TV channel, probably CTVN or something like that, and there were actual notations of the famous Bengali films available with him on that day because he was coming back from the interview. I happened to see the original notation of that particular song, Kon Se Alo Shopno Niye from Choddo Beshi.
Very fair.
It was a notation entirely written in staff, in pencil, and that was probably a 60 pages notation, entire of it, with all of it written, like from where the first violin enters, where the first violin leaves, where the second violin enters.
And one copy for the violin player, one copy for the tabla player, everything.
Such a detailed arrangement, such a detailed. And he used to arrange for Sholil Chaudhary as well as Sholin Dasgupta. He used to tell me that Sholin Chaudhary, probably he did more of it himself, while Sholin Dasgupta used to give more freedom to the arranger.
Yeah.
To the arranger. That was their styles, he used to say.
Parimalda was a great personality. It is a pleasure for us that he was a harmonica.
Absolutely.
Because he was a big guitar player, he was a piano player, what not.
And we could learn all these things from like tongue blocking and double stops and octaves. Sixths and thirds, we learned all.
Exactly. This harmonization, we never knew that they could be played. Actually, we were amazed to learn it from the Western people. Actually, what was the theory? Even the third, how to play, the lower sixth. Maximum we used to add the upper fifth.
Third.
Upper fifth, sa and pa.
Okay.
But the lower pa, this gives you an amazing melody of harmonic. It sounds so nice. Actually, this has been possible because he was there.
Absolutely. And he propagated the knowledge on
Yes. Of course.
So, Anupam, at this note, let us have one more song. Let us have one more song. Can you play us a Rabindra Sangeet?
Yeah, I was also trying to say.
Yeah, please.
Why not a Rabindra Sangeet?
Because we love your Rabindra Sangeets. So. Such a personal favorite. Thank you, Arindam.
Thank you
for playing this song. Anupam, now we would want to hear from you some words about KHA, the Kolkata Harmonica Association. We know that you were probably one of the early day members, patrons of this particular organization that has been running for some years now, trying to promote its best for the harmonica players and the instrument in this part of the country. So
actually, we thought of making one organization like that suddenly when Milanda passed away.
Okay.
Because at that time, all the harmonica players were centered around Milanda. We used to go to him, we used to meet each other, talk to each other. after the class we'd go and have a cup of tea somewhere in the tea shop. Suddenly, Milan the pastime, we thought, what to do now? So we thought of having a committee in the name of Milan Gupta. It was first, the name was in memory of Milanda in the 90s when we formed it. And then it was Indian Harmonica Association in memory of Milan Gupta. Actually, that was the starting.
Okay, that's how you started.
We started. Now it went through years, and ultimately it became we tried to make it a harmonica organization of all the players in Bengal and outside Bengal.
Outside Bengal.
Yeah. But then there was a problem when we went for registration. Government told me that you cannot have a name like that, Indian Harmonica Association. Then you have to get it from Delhi. Then you have to show representation from at least this many states, so many members, and this all. It was a headache. So we said, okay, change the name. Then we transferred our name to Kolkata Harmonica Association, as it was registered under West Bengal only. And after that, actually, we tried to hold competitions, hold seminars, then workshops, and we are trying to develop the standard of harmonica. Actually, what happens in India, people think that this being a very small instrument is very easy to learn it. And here is also you have to go for notations for everything like any other instrument. People doesn't perceive this. So people just take one instrument from a shop and try to play all wrong notes, and people also starts to believe that this is not a musical instrument; it's something a playing instrument like that. So we try to make some space for harmonica, and I must say, for last at least 5, 7, 10 years, Shukanto has done his best for this instrument. Now actually, I am an old person. I stay far from Calcutta. Actually, you know that this is run by Shukanto. And in the last IMP meet, the load Shukanto took, actually it was a single-handed job.
This year's IMP meet, the last IMP meet, The All India meet that KH organized this time.
Almost most of the 90% of the job was done by Shukanto. Okay, I helped him.
Yeah,
I also came.
Part and everything.
So much of orders to manage everything. I came, but I couldn't do much. I used to come to his house, walk up to 12:30, then used to have meal and stay there for night, and then in the morning I would go back. But yet, Shukanto did a marvelous job, and he is very serious about the whole thing. How we can develop this. How we can develop the inter-city relationship between even the harmonica. We organize now yearly picnic. All are his brainchild. But ultimately we have been able to do something very good. Now that other organizations are also flourishing in different parts of Bengal, I don't mind. Because it's tough for people from Asansol or Bardhaman or Purulia to come here.
Absolutely.
So if they make one club like that, of harmonica, it will ultimately benefits the harmonicas. So I think this is good one, and Kolkata Harmonica is doing fine.
And also, I think over the
years we are going to complete 25 years.
25 years. So we are in for big celebrations.
Actually we are big celebrations throughout the day. We'll be making that. So I think now naturally, and you will see. Even we are getting call from almost all the big programs. It was unbelievable even before 10 years that Calcutta West Bengal government holds one Gan Mela. At least Bangla Songit, 3-4 hours of people get chances. Right. In Salt Lake we were invited. In every big organizations we get invitation as an organization or as a player.
Or
even Calcutta Press Club. They invited us this year. So naturally, we have been able to make some space for this little instrument.
Absolutely.
That thing only we can try, and we have done it.
And also, I think over the years we have also seen many stars, if I may say so, being born through these efforts, through these competitions and seminars like Subronil and then Dimont and many others are coming along. And probably the future is bright.
I think it's quite bright. Only that I will advise everyone that don't copy somebody. Which Sukanto can do, you cannot do. I never copy Sukanto because there are some techniques which Sukanto can do better than me, and I cannot manage these notes in that way.
Okay.
So try to be a solo player yourself. You play the best you can.
Best you feel.
Yeah. And Milanda used to tell us every day, don't copy me. I would say, Milanda, how you did it, how you did it. Why? You did the thing as it comes to your
interpretation.
Yeah. The song as you listen it, you try to express in your own way. Why you will copy me? Maybe it has. I have played it. Maybe if I record it for the second time, I will do it in a different way. Because this is not the way. You must not copy somebody. Just make style, how to blow and all these things, but don't copy the playing style. You become a solo player. That is my only thing. That be a solo player. Be a able player to play a number. Because in India, still now, we play only numbers. In India, we don't play compositions. Western, they play Mozart. In India, the habit of the people is not that. Not to listen to compositions. Not even. Big composers like they play in classical, they don't find people much.
Yeah, very handful of players try those things.
Then
most of us are only playing songs.
Yeah. So you, ultimately when you will be playing, a man in front of you must sing that song.
Yeah.
Only if he can this thing
coincide
here, then you are a big player. Otherwise you are not a player. So you have to play the minute things. Even if there is a song 2 and song 4, when it repeats, if there is a change, you must try to follow it. Yes, there is a change. Only then people will say he is a good. But to stop. Some of us have a habit of not stopping. The continuous. But song doesn't go like that.
Right.
There is a small gap between two words.
Yeah,
you must
according to the
practice
lyrics
it.
and
You must practice it to stop somewhere. Otherwise it is boring in the ear.
Yeah, and it is monotonous.
And this is now people are saying what they call it. Change of volume. It's another thing. You must practice.
Dynamics.
Dynamics. In Indian we say gayoki. Everyone has his own style of controlling the volume as per the mood of the song. And lastly, I say mood of the song. To me, it's a great thing. If you are playing a sad number, if you are playing something, a Mukesh number, it is in a different style than a.
So I think, those are actually valuable words for all of us. I mean, if you are playing for, nevertheless, if you are playing for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, I mean, we need to keep these things in mind, right? All the time. I mean, we need to be conscious where we are going and how do you want to do, rather than just trying and practicing mechanically each day. Yeah. So that is not the way.
Just try to have this song in your mind that this is like that. Rabindra Sangeet, especially if you can in the Rabindra Sangeet, it's so difficult to express. You have to be very cautious about it.
Because that is mostly poetic, mostly lyric oriented.
Exactly.
Mostly lyric oriented.
And you don't have the lyric when you are playing. So
50%
50% is off.
50% is. But you have to express.
Yeah.
So that is difficult, of course.
And we must be serious about it. Sometimes I find that because this is harmonica, people are not serious. If you purchase a 10,000 or 50,000 rupees keyboard, is very serious. What the teacher says. When you say, he is not serious. Because he thinks, this is very little instrument. I can manage it. He cannot manage it. This is the toughest instrument. You cannot see the reed. You have to play on ear. Finally, firstly, read, blow number 5. Okay, fine. But after all,
you cannot see anything.
You cannot see anything. You have to play on your ear. So you have to develop that also.
That particular sense. Anupam, we are near the end of today's session. But before we leave, I want to ask you a very valuable question. What are your words of advice to the beginners as well as intermediate players as well as advanced players?
Be serious about the instrument.
Serious of the instrument.
Be serious. This is a complete musical instrument. This is, Shuhasdar wrote that this is a pocket orchestra, people used to say. So exploit this instrument to the maximum extent. not by just 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, not like that. You must try to learn the instrument, to explore this instrument to the highest possible degree. And now there is internet, you can listen to other people, other world, people, other parts of the world, what they are doing.
Right.
New harmonicas are coming, the new things are coming. Now now there is one new technique, the single one.
The slide.
So slider. So many things are coming. We are really, and we can know. Like Milanda's time, Milanda was the only person. We had only one Milan Gupta. Now we have so many people in front of you. They're great people. So try to develop yourself. Be serious, and you must learn to learn reading notations in the perfect way. And I will advise, I never go for it, but in Western countries, they ask the people who go for harmonica to go for another instrument like guitar or
a complete instrument,
so that they can understand the musical theories, rhythmics of music in a better way, like playing chords, these things, so that
selection what is going on what is going on behind the scenes.
So why don't they go for another instrument to learn, and they will learn that instrument, then they will learn the musical theories, because here you don't have to, we don't play chords, there is not a, because we can play saga pa, okay fine, but we cannot play sa komalga pa, we cannot play, so no minor chords is there, so there is a problem. So I think another instrument, if you are really serious about it, go for another instrument.
Absolutely.
Then it will be a...
Anupam, thank you so much for coming. We wish you years and years of good health, and you keep playing such melodious, such fantastic numbers for all of us. We certainly hope to see a lot more active participation in all these things, and including the harmonica, betterment of all the harmonica plays from you. So we will conclude for today with another number, of course, from you. So let's end the today's program with an optimistic note.
Okay, then one RD number.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. You took so much trouble for us.